Hey my viewers, morning. Yes, it's morning here. In Jamaica, of course. Yeah, still combating the coronavirus, but we're doing well so far. You know, we're happy with the measures taken to try to combat this. So we don't have plenty deaths, and we have persons recovering, which is good news, I guess. Yeah, because other places in the world, a lot of persons dying, you know, our prayers to them nonetheless. We hope that this thing can be contained as soon as possible and that we can go back to normalcy as soon as possible as well. Today I want to talk about how to walk away from a relationship. And remember, people, it's mine only, my truth, right? And I use my own experience as well as others who would have shared their experiences with me. So there is no research behind anything that I'm going to say. From time to time I might say things that would have been proven, right, statistically or otherwise. So with that said, I would like to address most of the females, right? Because, you know, we have a situation that exists in Jamaica where a lot of females are becoming victims of relationships that are, for some reason or another, you know, it's gone south. You know, the fire is no longer there. Nothing is happening where certain things are concerned, and as such, persons would want to leave the relationship, right? No, I'm addressing the females, right? So this is what I want to say. Before we enter into a relationship with either a male or a female, you know, we want to ensure that we enter in the relationship for the right reasons. You understand? I personally believe that a relationship is where persons can relate to each other. You understand? It's not a unicycle type of relationship where only one person is pedaling, right? Both persons would have to pedal on that bicycle so that things move in one accord. You understand? Because at the end of the day, I suspect that is what everybody would want, for their relationship to be moving in a particular direction and they are getting certain responses from the relationship. You know, so they understand that this is something that they want, or they want to be a part of for a long time. So we have to get the foundations right first, right? So we don't want to go in the relationship with we have our own personal gains, and then we expect that, you know, for any reason whatsoever, things then happen to go south. You know, you just have to get up and leave, and then the other person now I go just say, well, that's how it go life. No, it not work like that. It works like that for some persons, you understand? But it doesn't work for the majority. Based on the domestic violence issue that we have in Jamaica, where females are dying from domestic related issues, and I get to understand that it is happening worldwide, right? So this video would tend to satisfy a worldwide audience. You understand? Because I suspect that the mentality of women in Jamaica is not so different from the mentality of women in other jurisdictions. So this video should help everybody, right? Yes, as I said before, the foundation should be correct, right? So that means that both parties are parties that are involved in the relationship should have some common ground, right? Common ground meaning that persons are understanding what it is that they are going out or into. You understand? And persons must agree also that this is what I am getting myself into, and these are the pros and these are the cons, and you know, everybody should be on the same page. Everybody should be on the same level, right? So that no misunderstanding or miscommunication takes place along the way, right? But that isn't what is happening, right? Because everybody has become so selfish now that nobody regards anybody's feeling as important, or they think that feelings are is something that, you know, you can play with it for a while and then, you know, after things go bad or whatever, then the person is then left in a situation where they can go and pick up the pieces while you continue to collect your pieces and go on and move on with your life, right? After devastation or devastating end. Or most of our females, right? We understand that the world is a very difficult place, and it is difficult in more ways than one, because work-wise you have to do twice as much work as a man, right, in order to get the same position or the pay equivalent to that of a man, and those things are, what you would have said, those things are very they're compelling in the sense that they actually want, right, or they provoke these behaviors out of females. But I would want to say that you have females who are out there and they're working hard, right, despite the fact that they might have to be working harder in order to sustain certain positions or to get a certain level of respect or whatever. They are doing it, you understand, and they're doing it pretty well. A lot of them surpass men, you understand, because I personally believe that females are a lot more focused than men, you understand, so they can achieve a lot more in a very short space of time, you understand. So I don't know how it is that the thing becomes so hard now that persons are not, right, females are not exercising to their maximum ability this particular ability that they have, and it is to learn, and it is to organize, and it is to progress, and it is to bring out, right, the best in other persons. Because if you look at the duties and the roles that females play a longer time ago, you would see that females are mothers, right? First and foremost, mothers. And you know, the duty of a mother is to grow and groom, you understand, to ensure that the child is on a particular path, you understand. Not that fathers aren't able to do it, you know, but the mothers are more, they have the sensitive nature that females have is exactly what children need, you understand, because that initial stage of life, they would need to understand what it is to love, you know, to be cared for, all those lovely little things. And females, they are the epitome of tenderness, caring, and whatever, right? So we leave that in their hands. So it is very strange to me, right, when a female goes into a relationship and she goes into this relationship with a particular interest in mind, right, and then you go and you deceive the man, right? Men do deceiving as well, but I get to understand that when a woman is deceptive, it is much harder, right, for the man than it is for the woman, because males, unlike women, we not try to internalize our thing and try to rationalize it. For the most part, we tend to act, and we act on impulse, you understand. We don't think about it, we act, and then maybe later on we think about it if some of them give themselves that opportunity, you understand. Because not everybody give themselves that opportunity. They do what they have to do, and then they continue onwards with for them own, and them do what they have to do with themselves too. And so therefore you would never know what the problem was or how it could have been solved. All we can do is speculate, you understand. A friend over there might say something, or a friend over there might say something else, but that's all we can do is speculate based on certain circumstances, right? Which is not good for the most part, because that is after the fact, and we don't want that, because then we won't know how to help persons who are experiencing the same situation, you understand. But yeah, as I said, it is that expectation now that females enter the relationship, and then it don't work like that, you understand. It doesn't work like that. If you're going in a relationship, go wholeheartedly and go ensure that, alright, if you are going to use me, tell me say the relationship is mutually beneficial, right? May I use it to achieve something, and you are use me for achieve satisfaction then, for argument's sake, right? So make me understand, say, well, at any time she can go because the contract that we have or the agreement that we have stipulates that she's here for a period of time. She's here to achieve something. You understand? So I understand that in my head. Now when a woman comes and she tell you, say, boy, she like your personality, she like your character, she decide that. And then you know, after a while they develop the same like for her. You understand? And you start to see things now differently. Because you see where something special can come from this relationship. And so you now become comfortable. And you start to say, alright then, it look like I have something for that. So you're going to try to work on this, right? You figure out, say, boy, she's smart or she's clever, but she never had that opportunity back then. And you try to give her this opportunity now. You say, baby, what you want to do? You want to go back to school or what have you? She say, yeah, man, you know me, I do a couple classes and what have you. I say, alright, cool. You see, say, you're depend on good trading, so yeah, what go come? No, you're not work now because the workforce wicked, but I don't have a problem, right? I'm going to assist you, you go to your school and you do your little thing and you gain the independence that we know you have and you want for yourself, right? Nothing wrong with that because man a man, and if you have a woman, you don't want to see the best in her and show out, right? And you feel good in yourself because you help her to achieve all of that. You understand? So you are going to feel well. You are going to feel, say, you know, yeah, you do your manly role or your manly part, right? So she, you know, on the other hand, that is not her intention. Her intention is to come to benefit as much as possible, and then she leaves just like that. Spick and span, everything good. The man is now supposed to go take up the crumbs, right? And heart where you don't jump up and left it. It doesn't work like that. You understand? We in Jamaica say them things chip head, you know, lick chip. So the man them are gonna get mad. You understand? I'm mad to an extent where them no really business about nothing what will happen thereafter, which is not good. Because it now work out good for the females them in the past, and it now gonna work out good for them in the future. You understand? If this is the type of behavior they expect that they are going to always make use of. So the man them decides that the best way we can deal with this is to kill her. You understand? And me not lie you, they were killing. And you're right, them that kill them hard. They can do that for various reasons. You understand? Be it infidelity or otherwise. But a whole host of reasons may exist why that will happen. But what we want to minimize is the incidents of domestic violence that leads to fatalities. You understand? So we want to impress upon the women that there are other ways to get to do things without having to deceive anybody on the way. You understand? Because a lot of men out there genuinely would help a female if he understands that she's a genuine person. You understand? But as how we understand it sometimes, it's just a way of the world now, I guess. Right? Everybody wants to feed off somebody else. So we have some parasitic relationships amongst us as human beings. You understand? And it's not good because it always ends up bad for either one person or both persons. You understand? So we want to leave a relationship, right? The best way to leave a relationship is to leave on the same note that the relationship started on, right? If it started with honesty, then I don't think that you would have to leave on any uncertain terms as it relates to you wanting to leave, be it either the male or the female. You understand? As long as it started on that platform, honesty, then both parties should understand that this was already installed in the initials of the relationship. So one would not expect that it would be any different upon the conclusion of the said relationship. Right? So then there's that. So we leave, we started in peace and we leave in peace, right? But when you started off wrong, right? And then you want to leave, I can make a few suggestions which might help to alleviate the fact of the matter where it may turn into an ultra violent situation. Now you started the relationship on dishonest terms. You understand? And you would want to leave for whatever reason again. Right? Let's say this is a male and female relationship and the woman wants to leave. Now, she has accomplished whatever it was that she wanted. But the man, on the other hand, thinks it's a lifetime thing. It's hard, you know. Especially if this man now is somebody who you might not be so convinced that he's an entirely peaceful person. Somebody will embrace peace and all them something there and can snap at any moment, right? Here's what you can do. Don't make no sense tell the truth now because you have already achieved something from it. So him still gonna feel cheated. You understand? No make no sense. If there are certain things that you would have used to do in a relationship, right? You're so argument's sake, you're one of them nice ladies there. You wash and you cook and you clean and you ensure say I'm alright. All them look for something there. Nice, lovely things that are gonna cause attraction for get more, you know. He's more attracted to you. Him worse than I lose, you know. You understand? So you're the type of woman there. How you go sidetrack that now? You have to know say the same time will take you to achieve where you did come in the relationship to achieve, it might be the same time it will take you to leave the relationship peacefully. You have to understand that now. And I'm saying that to say this, that you have to go take the same time or less, but greater effort now for the man to become the one who will be not the victim, right? But the person who are going to decide say it now work. You understand? And knowing females are very clever, you know exactly how to do that. If you usually cook, me not say if you stop cook, but you not have to cook good. You understand? These might have other side effects or other it might turn out into arguments, which might turn out into war, you know, the minor disputes. But what we want is no loss of life. You understand? And you can leave. Right? So you do that, you have a few disputes here and there because say, boy, this not taste good, or the rice too tough, or the chicken not have enough browning and what have you. Yeah, that are the least of your problems, right? Clothes now for wash as clean as how you used to wash them. You understand? You don't want the man to think therefore that you stop doing or if you stop doing certain things abruptly, I'm gonna say, boy, man out the road or somebody you see you like and you want and what have you. You have to consistently, right, decrease the effort where you put into doing the things. You understand? You cannot stop abruptly back. You understand? It's going to raise suspicions and you don't want that. You understand? But just start to become a bit more lackadaisical and what have you and this and that. You can't stop dress sexy. Yeah? Because your wife now, you know, grab the wife mentality. You know, you start, you know, because you want to come out of the thing and you want to come out of it the same way you're going whole. Right? So you have to do some of them things there. So you stop wearing like a sexy lingerie, them go to bed and them see you wear a nice long frock them. Or your long nighty them. I say, nah man. How go on? So babes, I want I say, you know, comfortable now. So we and blah blah blah. Make him get tired of you. You understand? And it can happen and it will happen. He can get tired of you, go out the road and find somebody who decides that they're going to put on one sexy lingerie at night time. By the time your Quentin stop come home, arguments start, blah blah blah. You get worse, the woman get better. You understand? So everywhere where you are fall short, you're going to find somebody to pick up on that. You understand? So eventually, his mind is going to start to turn from you. So you saying that you're going to leave might be the best thing for him. Because I'm going to say, boy, to you start behave, no man now want you. So me not have to worry about that. You understand? So you know you are trying to make him gradually fall out or whatever ended falling out with you. Right? So the relationship can end on a good note. Mind you, it's not ending on a good note because you cheat the man. Right? And me not encourage that any at all. But if you're in the situation already, it's best that you find the best avenue out of it. You understand? And for me, that may be the more practical way to do it. You understand? So you have a lot of other various methods where you can employ, but I think that is a safer method. You understand? Because anything that brings too much arguments can later on be the same thing that causes things to get violent. You understand? And violence starts to get involved, and that's what we don't want. You understand? So you cannot be in the thing and then you want to exit the thing same time as you reach where you want to reach. It's not going to work. Right? Especially if you have a man who you're not sure what he's capable of, it is not advisable to do that. Right? But the most advisable thing to do is to start off the relationship on honesty. Everybody can win that way. Sometimes you start off with honesty, it grow and it reach one stage where the man still have little feelings here and him knows say boy this was the situation, but in the back of his mind him I hope say things might can change as time go by, and then you know him still catch a little feelings, certain things happen and then it still go sideways. You know? But we cannot sit here and consider all of them things and not try to think about a solution to the problem where you might in. You understand? It can't be that you go sit down night and you go say, well, I want to come out and the only way I come out of this thing is as if I did. And the two are and you uncomfortable and him don't know what happened to you. You understand? Because you know you pass the stage where you tolerate certain things. You right? It's now like the woman is being forced to accept certain things. Because from she achieve her mind change. You understand? Especially if she have a little guy out there where she like and she want to go start life and them look something there. Yeah, that is a serious factor as well. Right? So that is the safest way to exit a relationship after you start it in a certain things. Right? The man usually can exit relationship without any problems. That's why I'm not really talk about males and exiting relationship, you know. Man just gone, you know, because you have some man where them just not care. And the women them care, you know. But at the end of the day, what them are gonna do? Because the man are usually the powerhouse of the relationship. Meaning that him are the muscle, him are the aggressor, him are the most aggressive, you know. And in very small cases, right, or instances, you have women who portray these behaviors like men. Right? But very small instances. So we're not even going to look on that. We're look on the majority. Right? And that is the majority and the realness of the situation. So we can just speak to the women then. So them understand from a male's perspective what is happening and how you can get yourself out of the situation as well. You understand? So yes, again, this is Truth with Alex. Yeah? I want to thank all my viewers and all my subscribers. You know, keep the comments coming. I will be reading all of them and making the necessary adjustments, right? You can suggest topics that you'd want to hear me speak my truth about, and then we make a video in relation to that. Again, thanks for the views, thanks for the shares, and thanks for the love. Have a good day. Peace out. Stay safe in this corona time, right? Very serious times, and we have to look out for each other. Right, because all of us need the support and love of one another. So we need to get that thing sorted out. Right? We need to find a cure. We need to stop thinking about conspiracy theories and let us conspire to finding a cure to this thing, because a lot of people are dying worldwide, and some persons may say that others would want that, but I'm sure death is not a happy scene for anybody at all, especially persons who have loved ones dying. So stay safe, everybody, and keep following and keep listening. Thank you.